Hello and welcome to another one of D's ADD videos. Today we're going to look at a slightly more advanced example of percent composition. So the question is, how much in grams of each element, I kind of cut that off there, is in 75 grams of calcium carbonate, the solid. So the big picture is that we need to first figure out what the percent composition of each element is in this compound, and then we can take those percentages times the 75 grams to figure out how much of each element there is present. All right, so let's get that done. The first step in doing this is to find the molar mass. So here's that calculation. So you take the mass of calcium. If you were to go on your periodic table, look up calcium, you get that 40.078. Carbon, give you the 12.01. Use 16. You can use 15.99 if you like. So once you sum up all those values, you get 100.008 grams. Then the next step is to take the mass of each element and to divide by that molar mass. So here are the individual calculations there. And your first checkpoint is to make sure that when you tally up your percentages, they add up indeed to 100. Okay? They've got to add up to 100 there. So the next step here will be to take each one of these percentages and multiply them times the 75 grams to figure out how many grams of each element we have left. So when you do that, you get 30.03 grams of calcium, 9 grams of carbon, and 35.97 grams of oxygen. If you add those up, you should get the 75 grams. That's your second checkpoint. All right? So let's recap what we did. We first found the molar mass of our compound by looking up the weights on the periodic tables for each of these elements. Because there's 3 oxygens, you have to multiply your 16 grams for 1 oxygen by 3 of them present. Then you take the mass of each element, divide by the molar mass to get the percent composition. This is an application of the percent composition, which allows us to then multiply those percentages times the mass of the compound given, and then get how much each element contributes to that overall mass. All right? So you can see that there's, they can get a little tricky, but it's not too bad if you understand what's going on. Practice, practice, practice as always. Thank you and have a nice day.